Hey everybody, it's Fat Man from the Holler. I want to show you a video on one of the greatest tools for doing body work. And here it is. This tool right here. Check this out. Right here, when you're doing body work, this can be for anybody. Professionals, they will use air tool. This is a basic hand tool that you can buy on Amazon for 25 bucks. See, what you do is when you squeeze this, what it does, it squeezes it. So see how it goes together? That's how your panels, what it does, it puts a seam on the panel. So when you're putting two panels together, you'll have a panel, like here's your panel, okay? And see how that goes? If you put it like this right here, what happens, it pushes down on it and it creates a deal where your panel sets like this, so when you're welding it, it makes it flush and it's easy to weld. And then if you take the front of this right here with the Allen key tool, you can adjust it and spin it over, and see right here, when you push down on it, you can punch a hole. You squeeze it. See, this side will bend the metal. This side, when you push it, will spun around with the Allen key tool. What it will initially do is put holes in it. And what this tool is going to do, it's going to give you a flush lineup, because as you see how this goes, when you push it together, that's how you want your panel to line up. Your panel is going to line up like this, just like the tool. So when your panel lines up, see, it's going to be easier to weld. And if you use this side, you can punch holes on both sides, which this is an example of the tool. But if you punch holes on both sides of it, when the panel's lined up, it'll have holes on both sides. And then on the outside panel, you put your weld in it, and then it puts the two pieces of metal together, and then you do your next weld. And this tool is the greatest tool for doing body work. I mean, it's 25 bucks on Amazon. I'll provide a link for this on Amazon. And I'm not an affiliate of Amazon. I just buy stuff. I buy tools. I promote Amazon because honestly, it's probably one of the best places to buy stuff for a fair price. I mean, it's some things like on eBay may beat Amazon on certain things, but there's a lot of things Amazon it's just a provider of actually putting the customer in direct contact, or not indirectly, but it helps reduce the middleman cost, where you can actually get stuff cheap. But I mean, this tool is like a crucial tool for doing body work. Because I promote people to I use cheap tools because I don't have a giant budget. And I'll show you another thing. This is the kind of wire right here that I use. It's 030. Sometimes when you're using a flux wire, you can also use 030 or 035. But this is the kind of wire that I use in my Lincoln 220, because I've never got a bottle for it. And I had it for about 10 years, and then about 6 years ago, I bought the proper plug-in. Everybody kept telling me to go to Lowe's, and I kept getting the wrong one. And I went on Orscheln's website before Orscheln's was bought out by Tractor Supply and became Barchett in every little town. I bought the plug, hooked it to the welder, and then, like I explained in other videos, I use Schedule 40 in my driveway, where I can drive over without it breaking, which is sewer pipe, and I fitted it and got it all set up and everything glued together. So everything comes about. It all comes about. And when I work jobs, like I worked at Dollar General, Walmart, what I do is I invest in tools. And I mean, I frivolously wasted a lot of money on a lot of different things, but that's okay. You live and learn. But anyway, this tool for 25 bucks. They have other good tools. They're air. They're similar to this. Back getting on point. And then another great tool, because see, there's a lot of tools out there that I haven't not known about. I mean, I worked in a professional body shop, and I learned about body work tools, and I'm always learning more, because nobody knows everything. It don't matter how good you are. There's always another way, or a cheaper, more efficient way of doing something. You just got to live and learn. But the next tool I believe I want to get, if I can budget it and figure it out, is I'm going to buy an air nibbler, and that's going to be a multi-use tool for me instead of having to use a grinder, because when I use a 4-inch grinder, I hate cutting metal with it because sometimes it hops around. I'm going to buy an air nibbler, and since I build outbuildings, makeshift outbuildings, chicken coops, outdoor wood stove shed, and etc., and I'm building and doing body work, it'll correspond, and it'll be a multi-use tool. I can cut something out pretty proficiently with an air nibbler, and I can also use it when I'm cutting corrugated metal. But anyway, guys, that's all, and I'm gonna provide a link, to show you what it is, and then in the next couple of days I'm gonna make a panel. We've already, a friend of mine helped me. We used a piece of poster board and we mocked it up because I'm going to replace a bed side on my truck, because my entire bed on a 1993 C1500, the whole truck is completely rust, and I'm using washers, dryers, junk kitchen stove, metal to weld patch panels in. I'm not professional. I'm not using great materials. I'm using fairly cheap tools and my knowledge of doing it, and I've done it professionally in a shop working with all the tools. I can also do it without all the tools. And that is all. Much love, and I support everybody that's got the ambition. You want to do something, start somewhere to get anywhere.